Laser hair removal is actually been misunderstood until fairly recently. We've really started to change our language when we're talking about laser hair removal as being permanent hair reduction rather than permanent hair removal, because as long as we're up and walking around and producing hormones, we're going to produce hair. But what laser hair removal does is it removes and kills that particular hair follicle, and that follicle will either not produce hair again, will produce hair maybe once every couple months, 2, 3, 4 months, or if it does produce hair, it comes back much thinner and much more patchy. So it's a great life-changing procedure for many, many people. We numb you before laser hair removal so that you're as comfortable as you can be. Obviously, it depends on the body part that we're lasering as to what your level of discomfort could potentially be. So it's hard to really predetermine if you're going to have discomfort versus you're going to be completely fine, because it really does range like that. It depends on your level of pain tolerance and that kind of thing. But it's quick. That's one good thing. The laser machine that I love to use also incorporates a chiller as well, so that you are not feeling quite as much heat from the laser, but it's still killing the hair follicle. And then the life of the hair follicle for body hair removal is every 6 weeks. That's the life of the hair cycle. That's when it's best to try to zap it. And then for face, it's every 4 weeks. If you're doing both, we'll usually err on the side of 6 weeks, but not to worry, we will take care of all that hair that you don't want. Laser hair removal only sees dark hair. So that's why once the hair is gray or blonde or even some tones of red, depending on how dark it is, the laser will not see it. There's actually a few things to keep in mind before your laser treatments and after your laser treatments. Before, it's so very important that you do not have sun exposure for 2 weeks before you have your treatment. And sun exposure, the way we define it, is no sun exposure over 10 minutes, and especially with no sunscreen on your face without a hat. You really have to be very, very careful because the laser's hot, and that's how it's actually treating the hair follicle, is it's heating it up and it's killing it. So if you come in and you have sun exposure, you've got heat trapped underneath your skin, it can just accelerate that process and predisposes you to perhaps burning. Afterward, after laser hair removal, as with any other laser treatment, it's very important to use sunscreen faithfully.